time way down in Babylon, there was a scene, a drama being set. And that was that one morning a furnace had been hit 7 times hotter than it ever was hit or heated. Then, when the issue went forth that 3 of the believers of God that was standing firm on God's eternal promise, oh, I want you to see it. God has always respected any man who will stand firm on His promise. Oh, it looked like a dark time when Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, with their hands tied behind them, and as it was, the king sitting on his throne said, "Now, boys, if you want to make a little compromising here and would like to change your decision, we'll give you a chance. But you know, that doesn't belong or compromising in the heart of a believer who solemnly set on thus saith the Lord." They said, "Our God is able to deliver us from them flames of the furnace, but nevertheless we will not bow down to your images." Oh, if the world tonight, if you women tonight, if you men tonight, you women, when the devil comes to tempt you, when this sun gets a little warmer, to put on these old scandal clothes and get on the street and be popular, if you would say, "I'll take the way with the Lord's despised few, regardless of what takes place, I've made my decision for Christ." And if you men would get that wishbone out of your back and a backbone in it, and would take your wife by the hand and not let her do such a thing, God would respect you more for doing it. And you know that's right. There is times when man's got to stand, and the devil will toe the mark with you. So with their hands tied behind them, on the death march, when the king called for the most able-bodied man that he had in his army to push them into the fiery furnace, and on their death march with their hands tied behind them, standing firm on the promises that cannot fail, they walked that plank up to the top of that furnace when the intense heat was so great, until the man that was behind them, it slew their bodies, who had been fed on the king's wine and his beers and all of his fatness of his land, and these people had pulse to eat. Their little frail body wasn't nothing in physical match with the bodies that were behind them. But man is not judged by how many muscles he's got. Man is judged by character. I've seen men that weighed 200 pounds and didn't have an ounce of man in them. Man is measured by character.